Delta Force has just come out for next gen consoles, and I'm gonna show you the best settings that you can use. So just before I get into this, I do want to say I'm #1 ranked in the whole world for Battlefield 5. So I think you can take my word with these settings. You know, this game is very similar to Battlefield, so yeah, hopefully you take my word and you follow these settings. And it's another good thing before I get into the settings video, these settings are actually very simple compared to like Call of Duty and Battlefield games. So that was a nice touch while I was going through these settings. At least it's easier to understand that there's not too much random settings about, so that's quite a good thing too. Alright, so I'm gonna go right into it. Obviously I have crossplay turned off. I ain't trying to go against PC players. This was already off. Reloading interrupts ADS, so I think you kind of want this on. You know, if you're reloading and your ADS in, if you have this off, basically if you reload you'll stop ADSing, so I turned that on. I think these are both off. I just turned these both on. It's like auto mantling. And I'm gonna go through these settings quite quickly. Apart from the important ones, I'll explain the important ones. All this really don't you need, but this next one, this controller settings, this is where it gets really important. So dead zones is quite simple. If you don't know, you want your center dead zones, these two, to be as low as possible until you get stick drift. You put your left stick maximum input though. You put this on 80. Basically, it just makes it more responsive. You ain't gonna move your thumbstick too much, and when you do move it, it just initiates impact straight away. If that makes any sense. So this is where it gets confusing. So this sensitivity preset will be on low for the default. You want to put this on custom. So look, if you put this on low, all these settings go away. As soon as you put on custom, I hope it keeps my settings. Okay, keeps my, oh, it does keep my settings. Okay, so it doesn't keep my settings, but so I can show you what to do right now. So this stuff, I'm not gonna lie, you don't really need to change this, but the stuff you do need to change is all this acceleration stuff. You know, you want all this off. So I'm just gonna turn this all off quickly. Oh, actually, ADS. Okay, you don't want to mess this up. And I'm gonna keep this kind of low because this is basically your aiming in. When you're aiming down sight, this is your sensitivity for ADS. So you want this kind of low. Obviously, you want horizontal faster than vertical. So let's put this on 150 and then let's do half that, 170. So you want all the acceleration off though, because you don't want the acceleration. You know, as soon as you move your controller, you just want it to, you know, do its own thing. You want turn delay, all this stuff, acceleration. You want this off. You know, all this activation, acceleration, delays, all this stuff you can see now, you want all this turned off. You just want to move your analog stick and for it to be as responsive as possible. So yeah, I'll turn that all off. And then this stuff here, you know, don't think I changed any of this. Oh yeah, I mean, I turned off controller vibration and adaptive triggers because I've got a scuff controller. So, you know, I don't really use that stuff. I mean, this stuff's kind of preference. I don't really use vehicles. I've never been a vehicle sort of player. So I got all this off. You would have said I got a little bit confused. The gunner sensitivity on the screen now, that is your actual like looking around sensitivity. I was a bit confused why it's called gunner. I thought it meant like in a vehicle. So yeah, that's your gunner sensitivity. Also preference really depends how fast you want to move around, look around. So yeah, just want to let you guys know. Aim assist switch, I got this turned on. If I'm being honest with you, I'm not too sure what this is. So if you want to search this up, would recommend it. I mean, it's aim assist, so it's got aim assist in it. So I'm just gonna keep it on. You know, it can't be too bad. Also, I've got to say with the sensitivity, it's also a preference, and I'm only bringing it up because as you go on to the next one, control, this is all preference, how you want to change your control layout, all that stuff. This is bind assignments, all preference, all change your controllers to how you want it to. The next one, screen. Nothing really here that you need to change. You could, I mean, on here, which could be important, is changing your mini map. Make it larger so you can see more stuff. That's quite important actually. This next one, graphics, is also important. So VSync's automatically turned on, and if you like, if you basically prefer graphics over FPS and frame rate, so you know if you pick graphics, you're gonna get less frame rate. Your game's gonna feel less responsive. So graphics are nice, but I prefer to have a faster, responsive game where I can shoot straight. So I pick frame rate. Sorry, I disable VSync, which allows you to get better frame rate. And also for performance mode, it's on graphics originally, put down to frame rate as well, gives you the best sort of performance mode for your game. FOV is kind of preference. I have mine on max because I'd be rushing around a lot. Audio preference, and yeah, it's a very easy settings video. It's very easy settings. You know, good thing about this game is the settings ain't crazy like COD and Battlefield, so it's very simple to go through. And yeah, the game's just come out, so hopefully you'll enjoy the game. If you want, subscribe to the channel and be grinding this game out till Battlefield 6 comes out. But it looks like a good game, so I'm about to find out if it's a good game or not. So yeah, hopefully you guys enjoy it, and yeah, good luck on the Battlefield and Delta Force.